The shrine to the goddess Kain. We come here to pray and ask for her blessing before battle. The rest of our brigade went to visit the shrine yesterday. They haven't returned yet, and I'm worried about them.
Have you gone to look for them?
Well, no. Not after that traveling merchant came by and told us that terrible story. He said dark witches had killed the keepers of the shrine. The place has been overrun. I can match steel with any soldier, but how do you battle a witch's hex?
I'll look for your companions.
Kain bless you, stranger. Captain Alhana commands the brigade. She's an excellent leader and a terror with a blade. But they should have been back by now.
Tell me about Kain.
Kain is the warrior goddess, the mother of the Nord people. She watches over us and protects us. She blesses our weapons and armor before we enter battle. I wouldn't expect you to understand.
So why don't you send more troops to defend the shrine?
Haven't you heard? The seeds of war have been planted in Eastmarch. Most of our fellow Nords are already on the battlefield. If we had the numbers, we'd march right in and take back the shrine. But as you can see, it's just Ilolda and me.
What was the brigade doing at the shrine?
Soldiers often visit the shrine before going into battle. How else would we receive Kain's blessing? The keepers provide shelter, allowing pilgrims to pray for a day and a night. But Alhana and the others have been gone longer than that.
Can they still be praying?
I don't think so. Captain Alhana is a stickler for schedules and protocols. But ever since that traveling merchant told us tales of witches and corruption at the shrine, we've been too frightened to go and check on them.
Someone's coming! Go away, witch! You won't curse anymore, my soldiers! If you don't leave, you'll taste my blade!
I'm not a witch. Cardinal sent me to help.
Krollald? Really? How do I know you didn't bewitch him, just like the others?
If I was a witch, couldn't I just curse you instead of trying to talk to you?
That's the most... My apologies, but these are dangerous times. I watched my soldiers turn into mindless slaves. I had to make sure that your will was still your own.
Cardinal is... What's happened here?
Our brigade came to the shrine to pray. That's when they fell upon us. Daedric witches! They bewitched most of my soldiers. We four are all that remains, and Droy is burning with an unnatural fever. I fear he won't last much longer.
What happened to Joy?
He was cursed by the witches. The fever burns away all that he is. Soon he'll be a mindless slave, just like the others. The Keepers could heal him, but we haven't seen a Keeper since we arrived.
Where are the Keepers?
It's likely the witches killed or cursed them. Of course, they could be barricaded away, just like we are, waiting for help to arrive. Droy mentioned something about them before the fever took him, but we've had other things to deal with.
I'll try to find them. Any suggestions of where I should start looking?
Explore the shrine. The witches there might have a clue. There's also a locked dresser by the bed. One of the bewitched soldiers might have a key. I'd love to know what they've locked in there.
Kill witches, find a key. Any other thoughts?
Before the fever took Droy, he mentioned the witch by the lake. He said she didn't attack him. Find this witch. If she's really willing to talk to you, she might have something useful to say.
Droy's fever grows worse. A fever curse grips poor Droy. If we don't cure him soon, I fear he'll become one of the bewitched.
Tell me what happened.
Droy was sent to the shrine ahead of the brigade to let the keepers know we were coming and give them time to prepare. When we arrived, we found Droy like this, burning with fever. I've been trying to care for him, but nothing seems to help.
Is there anything I can do for him?
There's one thing I haven't tried yet. There's a flower that's been known to cure a fever. It's called Kain's Breath. It grows around the runestones that decorate the grove. A handful may help save Droy's life. Can you get some for me?
I'll find some of these flowers for you.
I smell fresh kind's breath. It reminds me when I was a little girl, running through the fields in spring. I miss those simpler days.
I hope I collected enough of these flowers.
Oh, yes. This is more than enough. The flower is very potent. Thank you. With these, I should be able to reduce Droy's fever.
Will Droy recover now?
Droy's fate is in Kind's hands, but his chances are better now. I'll continue to watch over him until he wakes up. Since he was here before us, it's possible that Droy knows what happened to the Keepers. We need to find out what he saw.
house. That's her.
Why do you approach me? Do you want to end up like the rest of the Bewitched? Or perhaps you believe Kyne will protect you?
I don't have time for games. I'm looking for the Keepers of the Grove.
You search in vain then, for the Keepers are lost. Kyne no longer lights their way. Why should the Keepers maintain the shrine of a god who ignores their prayers?
What are you talking about?
Kyne blesses the Nords before battle, but Nords die every day. We lose sons and daughters in these stupid wars, and what does mighty Kyne do? Absolutely nothing. We refuse to worship a god who ignores us and lets our children die.
You keep saying we. Who are you?
Think about it. You'll figure it out soon enough. Now leave this place and take everyone barricaded in that building with you. The Keepers don't need to be rescued, and this grove belongs to us now. Go.
Was your search successful?
One of the witches carried this book of hymns.
Ah, I know this book. Many nodes carry similar hymns written to our goddess. It's strange that a Daedric witch would take this from a keeper. Perhaps it's part of their spell. Maybe they use a victim's property to maintain control.
A soldier's journal, hidden in the dresser, described the keeper's strange behavior a few days ago.
It sounds like the witches attacked before we arrived. I wonder if the keepers were already cursed when this was written. That would explain why they were acting strangely.
I spoke to one of the witches. She seemed to have a connection to the keepers.
A hymn book? A journal? And now a witch? I have my suspicions, but there must be more to it. This can't be what I think it is.
What do you propose?
Investigate the building where the head keeper worked. Last time I checked, it was locked. If you can enter the house, you might find something that will make sense of this situation. I haven't climbed through a window since I was a young girl. They've gotten smaller. I should have checked the window. Nords tend to break things, not sneak through them.
The witches are the keepers.
What? No. That can't be right. Even though I suspected... No. There must be some mistake. To go against everything they believe in, everything they were taught? Why would the Keepers do such a thing?
They all lost children to the war. They blame Kain.
The Keepers teach us it is an honor to die defending our homeland. That's what they preach. Forsaking the teachings of Kain dishonors us all. You only have two things left to do. One, find Keeper Ormi. Two, put a blade in her dark heart. If that doesn't end the curse, at least it will make damn certain no one else gets bewitched.
But we don't know where Ormi is.
Strange lights and sounds have been coming from the shrine at the center of the grove. It's not normal. That's probably where you'll find the fallen Keeper. Whatever Ormi uses to channel these dark powers, it's corrupting the serenity of the grove.
Maybe we can talk to her.
You can't reason with Daedric witches? We've all suffered losses, but they took my soldiers and turned them into mindless slaves! I can't forgive her for that. They need to die! Every last one of them! What's wrong with me?
Captain, are you alright?
I feel like I'm being torn apart! You don't feel the pain that I have suffered. Kain has forsaken us. She let our children die. Now we'll take her children as our own.
What the?
I hope to find you over here. It wasn't Droy we had to worry about. Gain was under the witch's control the entire time. I just thought he was drunk and moody. Once the captain left, he attacked me.
So how did you get out here?
I put a knife in the big oaf's neck, but not before he unlocked the door. The witches swarmed inside. I had to leave Droy there so I could warn you. Where's the captain?
She's dead. The keepers are the witches.
Then it's over. I'm the only one left. It's kind of funny. We came for a blessing, but we were defeated before we got to the war. Why did the Keepers turn against us?
Ormi and the other keepers lost loved ones to the war. They blame Kain.
Wait, Keeper Ormi? By Kain, she thinks her sons are dead? I knew her sons. I served with them. Sahun survived. She doesn't know? No one told her?
I need to find her son. Maybe we can get through to her and bring her back to the light.
She killed and cursed my brigade, and you want to save her? Fine. I'm in no shape to argue with you. Sahun spends time drinking in Windhelm at the Cold Moon Inn. Helps him forget, he says. Go drag him back here if you think it will help.
Gavin's watch would have been overrun if you hadn't been there.
We should drink to something.
If you're looking for a hired blade, look somewhere else. I don't do that anymore.
Are you Sahun, son of Ormi the Keeper?
Who wants to know?
Your mother thinks you're dead.
I'd rather have her think that than know the truth. I'm a disgrace to my people and to Kain. My brother, my ship, my entire fleet. They died right in front of me. And what did I do? Nothing.
Omi rejected Kain and turned to Daedric magic because she grieves for her sons.
No. My mother is the head keeper at Kain's Grove. She'd never turn against Kain and her people. She should honor my brother's memory, not disgrace it.
You need to come with me and speak to her. Many lives are at stake.
No, I can't. If what you say is true, then it's all... Do what you must to save those people. But I can't face what she's become.
Why did you start working as a hired blade?
I was a good soldier once. I was a faithful follower of Kain, along with the rest of my family. After the disaster, I was disgraced, no longer fit to serve in the regular army. So, for a time, I sold my blade to the highest bidder.
And now?
What does it look like? I sit here, and I drink until I collapse. And then I get up and drink some more. It's the only way I can endure the memories.
What happened?
You ask more questions than my mother, and she's the keeper of Kain's Grove. Leave me to my drink, or I'll show you how good a warrior I used to be.
I don't know why I bother guarding you horrible people.
I guess we got... Looks like we got no choice. It's in Omi. See? Told you. I have no choice in the matter.
We'll use these people as we see fit.
Stop! Please! Leave her alone! Oh, Mother! What have you done?
My son, you're alive. I thought I lost you.
Why would you do this to yourself, Mother? To all these people? Listen, Traveler. I know she did horrible things, but she's still my mother. Kain must forgive her. The goddess never gives up on her people.
I don't know what we can do for her.
No. I won't give up on her or Kain. I lost faith in myself the day I lost my brother. But I never lost faith in my god. Kain teaches us to fight for what we believe in. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm fighting for my mother.
What you plan to do?
Pray for forgiveness. Kain, hear my prayers! My mother turned away from you, but she was wrong. She acted as she did because of her grief. She devoted her life to you. If you restore her, I'll return to the war. I'll take up my weapon to fight for your honor and our people once more. Please, goddess. I lost my brother and my father. Don't take my mother from me as well.
Kyne's cleansed me. She's forgiven me for everything I've done. How could I have been so foolish? I hurt so many people during my crisis of faith.
Don't waste a second chance you've been given.
I won't. Kyne has shown me the way again. Without your intervention, I would have continued to rain horror upon my people. Thanks to you, I can make amends. These soldiers will be cared for until they are fully healed.
I thought your witches killed them.
No, the soldiers still live. They were to become members of our Daedric Coven, but I won't let that happen. Not now. Your friends are back at the Keeper's house, safe and well cared for.
And the rest of your keepers?
They're still under the spell of Daedric influence. I'll work on freeing them, but it will take some time. Do not fear. I'll make sure you receive safe passage through the grove. I am their leader, after all.
don't know what you did, but my soldiers are alive. Thanks.
I thought you were dead.
So did I. The last thing I remember was a terrible pain. I woke up in here, next to Droy. One of the witches was tending to my wounds. I'm still not sure what is going on.
Kyne restored the head keeper. She rejected the danger influence and is now in control of the grove.
That's wonderful news! And we're still all alive? This isn't how I expected this to end, but I can't argue with the results.
What do you do now?
We'll head back to Windhelm and rest before marching to join the rest of the army. Take this. It was a charm to bring me luck in the war. Thanks to you, my luck has been pretty good. I want you to have it.
The guards found more caches of weapons hidden around the city, but nothing else. I hope you had better luck.
I found a camp outside the city. You should see these.
King Yoren's exiled brother Fieldgore used to run the Stormfist Brigade. That's his symbol added to the Stormfist emblem. And these orders. Fieldgore has returned to Skyrim. King Yoren must be told. Hopefully it's not too late.
No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see a proof.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
Well, look at this.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't...
The guards found more caches of weapons hidden around the city, but nothing else. I hope you had better luck.
It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck.
The guards, King Yoren's exiled brother Fieldgore is King Yoren's twin brother. When Queen Nirnhill fell in battle, the brothers joined forces to defeat the Akaviri, but then they fought over the throne. Yoren won the day and exiled his brother. Now Fieldgore has returned.
What does Fieldgore want?
What does any exile want? Needless to say, to announce his presence in this manner can't bode well for King Yoren. The final event has started in the Hall of Trials. I'll send guards to the camp. You need to go to the hall and help the king.
I'll protect King Yoren.
Hurry, to the Hall of Trials. You must protect King Yoren at all costs.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
Hey, have one with me.
His gold, the domination.
Your prowess is impressive, champion. Come up
My
here
king,
so that...
the Stormfist cheated. These Nords have been poisoned.
Your brother Fildgor sends his greetings, false king. He wants you to know that he has returned from exile to claim what is his by birth and by right. Your rule is over, Pretender. Prepare to die.
Poison, Fildgor. What is the meaning of this? Guards, seize that woman!
For Fildgor! For the rightful king of Skyrim! Show no mercy!
Stormfist bastards did their worst, yet I'm still alive! Thanks to you. This was a message from my brother. One I wasn't meant to survive. I feared this day would come.
Are you alright, King Yorin?
A mere scratch. Nothing more. The Stormfist clan's assassins are dead, and that's good enough for me. I guess I've become too complacent, while Fildgor's hatred has obviously deepened and festered.
Your brother hates you?
After Deir and Nirnhild fell in battle, my brother and I threw back the invaders. Afterward, we disagreed on who should succeed our sister. I believed in diplomacy and wisdom. Fildgor believes in rule by force. I couldn't let him take the throne.
Why was Fildgor returned?
When I won the throne, I was forced to exile Fildgor. He never forgave me for that. So I assume he returned to take the throne. I wonder what he has promised his Stormfist and Orc allies. I need to think about this. Please tell Thane Mera that I'm fine.